Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead. So, I'm still stuffed up, but my son got me talked into taking some Mucinex. I did get a couple hours of sleep last night, and then I took an hour nap today. I haven't been doing much. I'm cooking dinner. I've done a few errands, but other than that, it's just been chilling. Try to get better. I don't like feeling sick. That's just not my thing. So today, just about everything except for my canned mushrooms is all out of the freezer. So let's see what we can create. So there are people that I've picked up for at the food bank, Jack and some of my neighbors and whatever. And one of them gave me this. I don't know if there'll be leftovers for Tom's lunch tomorrow. If there isn't, we'll just have to get mac and cheese or something from downstairs. But they gave me this. And it went on clearance for $10.96. So I'm going to use this up. It's been in the freezer for quite a bit. I don't know how long, but it's not freezer burnt. So we're going to use it. I've never had filet mignon. I guess I'm not rich enough for that. Or whatever it is, I don't know. So we're going to take both of those out of the package. And we're going to get these chopped up. I don't know if they're like a fire meat. I don't know. But I'm going to treat it as a steak, so that's what I'm doing with it. And it's not going to waste. It came from Meijer, and Meijer does do stuff that's close to date, and then they donate it to the food bank. And then the food bank, obviously, they put it right in the freezer. And then it gets sent out to the distribution centers. Yeah, she didn't like beef very well. And she's like, would you use that? And I go, well, eventually, yeah. So she gave it to me. And I don't turn down food if it's good food anyway. Just not my thing. So I got butter melting in the pan over there. But actually $11 for these two steaks for what steak prices are now. That's not bad. I looked at a sale ad for tomorrow for Kroger's, and their one steak is regular $11.99 on sale for $9.99 if you have a card. And I did look at that place up at Gladwin, and they still have their sirloin and everything else for $6.99. So if Tom and I get up there, what we do, let me grab something to clean that up. What we do normally is we save up enough money that, you ever see those really long pieces that are like this, and then they have to be cut up? That's usually what we'll buy. And we'll come home, and they slice it all up for us and everything. We'll come home and put it in smaller packages, and then we have it for later. I still have some steak from them. And their steaks are awesome, actually. They have a really good steak up there. So now I'm going to put garlic in this. So this is going to be like a garlic butter steak bites. Then I decided, well, we got to have a vegetable with it. Oops, my one thing just fell over. So I found 3 ears of corn that I thought were all gone, but they're not. So they're still a little bit frozen, but that's okay. I'm going to season them. I'll tell you, the frying that I've done to the corn the last few times, you guys, it is amazing. It tastes so good. And I'll probably do my corn that way from now on, because it really does make it tasty. So now I'm going to give that just a couple minutes for everything to melt together. But I don't usually promote any products that I don't get paid for, unless I really love it. But my son suggested it, and oh my gosh, you guys, my throat has been on fire. I mean, even if this is starting to unclog a little bit. My throat has been on fire. So he says, Mom, go to the store and get this. I got these. They're $4 or $5 for 20 of them. Oh my gosh, you guys. I would pay $1 a piece for these. They actually, for all of us older people that got that spray and it didn't work but just for a minute, this works amazing. Love it. So if you got a really sore throat, give it a look. For real. It's, oh, you guys, I can't even tell you how much relief that's been. I just got it, took the first one, and I called my daughter-in-law, and I'm like, oh my gosh. She goes, it's the best thing ever, isn't it? And I'm like, yes, it is. Alright, so now, I got a gift today in the mail, and it came from Marsha. You'll see her as Mowgli on my channel. And she said she knows that, I'm not going to read the whole thing, that they're downsizing, and she knows that I love cookbooks as much as she does. Tom's going to end up putting me in cookbook jail, I'm telling you, because I have some coming this week from Little Dusty's. But isn't that a beautiful card? Just beautiful. So, she sent me some, I love the small ones, because they don't take up a lot of space. But a little Christmas cookies, kids' cooking favorites, hometown cooking, casual cooking for company, I like that. Cooking with ground beef. This one I'm sure I'll use because I use a lot of ground beef. Casseroles and slow cooker meals. I love casseroles. I like this. Easiest ever chocolate recipes. Hello, chocolate. Irresistible desserts. I can see maybe a couple of these and some Thankful Thursdays coming up. Oriental cooking. I've never done much of it, so we'll see. Chicken and rice. 30 minutes to mealtime. That's my kind of meal. And then this one I thought was really cool. Velveeta Creative Cooking. That's kind of cool. I like that. So thank you, Marsha. And the card is beautiful. And thank you for you guys when you think about me. I really, really, that means the world to me. I hope you know that. Alright, so I'm going to let this cook just for a minute, and then I'll be right back, and we'll add what I'm going to add to it. By the way, I have been making room in my small freezer, so maybe I can get all my fruit put in there. And veggies separated so that before, harvest time this year, we'll actually have room for stuff. Wouldn't that be great? So now I bought one of these, remember when I did the Dollar Tree haul? And it's pepper stir fry. It's got onions, red, yellow, and green peppers in it. And I know I could have used up my cubed up ones, which I could do. They'd be all orange. And then I'd have to, use my onion too. But I thought, you know what? Why not add a bit of splash of color to it? And if you really only have 2 small steaks like that, when you add stuff like that, it's going to bulk it up and make it so that it's not, so that maybe you have enough to carry on to the next, a meal that's left over or an extra person or whatever. So, and by adding the vegetable to it, obviously you're going to eat less of it. So, win-win. Then, I actually was going to buy sweet potatoes a while back, and the sweet potatoes were expensive. But I could get a bag of sweet potatoes that have not been cooked or anything. I think it was $1.08 or something like that. So cheaper than I could buy a sweet potato. So instead of adding potatoes like I normally do, we're going to add these beautiful little chunks of frozen sweet potatoes. And I looked at it, and seriously, the only ingredient is sweet potatoes. You really have to watch your stuff that you buy, because sometimes it's got all kinds of crud in it. Now I'm also going to add those mushrooms, because it is steak. Well, at least I think it is. I think it is. And we're going to get all that mixed into it. And in the meantime, I've already put a little bit of char on my corn. Now see, if you remember when I just had those steaks in there, not much stuff, but look at that. Now you have an entire meal in that one thing just by adding a few other things and not having to order another $10 steak or whatever, you know, to put in there. Well, let me show you this. See, there's a little bit of char already starting on those. Aren't they pretty? So I've just put them on low. And, I mean, I'm having fun. I think I am going to go ahead and do another week. I didn't really get your guys' say-so, yes or no. But, honestly, it seems nice that there's a lot of you that are following along with me and you're cleaning out your freezers as well. And, you know, while we're doing this, oops, try not to get rid of too much. I know there's those people that say you're hoarding and whatever, but don't get to the point where you know, deplete everything in your freezer, because obviously the cost to replace that stuff now is far more expensive. So keep that in mind when you're cleaning out your freezer. But I'm using freezer and pantry, and, you know, and somebody said yesterday I'm showing different recipes and whatever, because I really am scouring for certain items. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, today was steak. I can't tell you what tomorrow's is, but I have 2 of them in the freezer, and it's time for them to come out. So, it will be, tomorrow will actually be a really, what I call a fun recipe. I think it's going to taste good too, don't get me wrong, but I think it's definitely going to be a really fun recipe to do. I'm just keeping my throat coated so I don't lose my voice. No, I'm not itching inside my nose, it's the outside. It's really itching because it got so dry. But, yeah. I'm really, really, really happy with my community and you guys encouraging me to do things that I might have not stretched out to do before. And I want you guys to know that really means the world to me. And it just made me think, I didn't add any salt and pepper. And if I can help one other person do something better for themselves and their families, then you know what? It's worth it. Because like I say, once I get that straightened out a little bit, you'd be surprised how much already. But once you get that out of there, you know, and get it more organized, then like I said yesterday, you know more what to get, what not to get, what to stock up on when it's on sale, what not to stock up on. Somebody said they found hamburger for $1.79 a pound. Let me tell you, I would have taken money out of my savings and I'd have bought 50 pounds, and honey, I don't care what it took, I would find storage for it in my freezer, because that's like 4 years ago price. That is crazy. So if you get a deal like that, grab it. If you have any money, you got to pull it from your savings. That's because, I mean, even the really cheap hamburger right now, if you can get it on sale for $2.98, that's a good deal. But most of it are like $4, $5, $6, $7. I've even seen it as up high as $8 a pound. That's a lot. So, and I'm going to do something fun on Thankful Thursday. I'm going to do first part during Thankful Thursday, and then you're going to see what I'm going to do with it at dinner. And I'm pretty excited, but nervous, but excited too. So, I'm just trying to think of different ways to use what I have in the freezer. So, but anyways, I'm just talking your ear off now. But I'm going to let this cook down, get those done. I'm so excited to try this. All from the freezer, except for my mushrooms and my garlic. Everything else was from the freezer. I don't want to boast and be boastful and whatever, but it's making me feel really good to do this. So, thank you, you guys. You're the best. Alright, so the corn is just about done. This is done. I figured I'd take a little bite. Mmm. Mmm. I'm really glad I added the sweet potatoes. I don't taste anything different. Sorry, my nose is itching, but anyway. I don't taste anything different than with a steak. It just costs more. Alright, so Tom will be on his way home. He's got to stop the chiropractor. And then we'll let him give him a taste. Again, thanks, guys. Well, hi, Tom.
Hello.
How was your day?
It was great, actually. I had a pretty good day.
Heard you left your gorgeous wife phone at work almost. That's how he has me listed, by the way. My gorgeous wife.
Yep. And the guy picked up the phone, looked, he goes, oh, we're not married, so I guess I don't know anybody here that's married, so I guess it's got to be his phone. I come run up and give it to me.
Alright, so there's his dinner. There's the fried corn. And that is steak bites, garlic steak bites with sweet potatoes and green peppers and orange peppers and onions and mushrooms. And what do you think?
Steak's good.
4 different things out of the freezer.
Ooh.
That gets you excited, don't it? Shouldn't get you too excited, because then it says what stuff I need to stock back up on.
Yeah.
For those of you that have a Kroger, this week their challenge butter is $2.99 and you can buy up to 5 of them. And Baby Ray's barbecue sauce is actually 99 cents. You can buy up to 5 of those as well. So that's a couple things I'm stocking up onto tomorrow. You can try your fried corn. You said you really liked it, so that's what I did again. I actually found some in our freezer.
Yeah, I think we got a few corn on top in there, yeah.
I don't know. I think that's the last one, but who knows? Maybe we'll find another one. Alright, so we're going to let the hungry man eat. Here we got... You like this last 2.5 weeks of freezer clean out?
Mm-hmm.
Not just because the freezer's getting cleaned out, but did we come up with some good ideas?
I thought so.
Awesome. Alright, we're going to let you eat. You guys have a fantastic night. Be a blessing. Be blessed. And bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
See you guys tomorrow.